Hold up. Every day I wake up.
Wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got some special guests in the building.
We do.
We have Ashley Nicole. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
And we have Cam Newton. Welcome back.
What's up, bro?
Where you want to go today, Cam?
I'm trying to tell you, we can go left, but we can keep it right.
We can go both ways. Pause. Where you want to go today?
Travis Hunter, Deion Sanders,
All right. Which way you want to go?
Bo Jackson.
Host of BET Show 106 and Sports.
Yep.
So let's start with Travis Hunter. Since you already said his name first and jumped out the box, what's your thoughts?
Love him. Travis Hunter came through my C1N program, which is an all-star team where I use football as a way to show kids or young athletes that you can change your life. Travis Hunter is a person that does not get respected enough because he has not did anything wrong. He's been exceptional on a football field, and yet we couldn't find no dirt on him, so we have to attack somebody close to him. Never had a DUI.
Nope.
Not a domestic. From what I've heard and seen in firsthand, he's an unbelievable person.
All he does is smile.
That's all he does is smile.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And I was rocking with Travis when his smile wasn't even, you know what I mean? He had the crack smile.
Right.
And so much so, like I said, his younger brother, Travis, plays on my team now. And this is my way of philanthropic initiatives where, yeah, a lot of people can give back in their own perspective and respective ways, but for me, I use the game of football to say, hey, bro, you don't gotta rob, you ain't gotta steal, you ain't gotta, sell drugs. Like, bro, this pigskin right here can take you places. It's gotten me everywhere that I ever wanted. And when I've seen Travis at his age, to see how he has morphed into the individual now, of course, everybody's entitled to their own opinion about who he is. Oh, he a sucker, he a this, he that. He's married.
Yeah.
He has a family. I thought
right.
that was what couple goals was supposed to be. I should take a page out of his book, but
Yeah, we gonna get to that.
You gonna turn
Why you look like that, Ashley, when he said that, huh?
Because he's capping. Like, he knows exactly where he stands when he comes to that. He made it very clear. He's made it clear in the last 24 hours. But I don't know.
We had a conversation about that
You can
earlier.
keep teaching new dog new tricks, maybe.
About
Old dog new tricks.
Oh,
something like that.
We had a conversation about learning your significant other's body count and names, right?
Oh, no.
But this is the thing. This
Cam
is what we
topics
said
be
we
the best,
understood.
nigga.
This is
I
what we
don't
said we
care.
understood.
is it not real?
Gotta be the
Is it not real,
But this
though?
is
You
what
want to know that?
I need to know.
If you're in the same industry,
Talk to me.
Some is about
Talk to me.
respect. Okay,
This
so
is
Talk to
here
me.
it is
All
about
right,
Come
I'm
on
gonna
now.
hear you, Ashley, and then I'm gonna tell you my take.
Here is where I think I agree and disagree. Now, if it is a situation where, I'll use Cam as an example since you're sitting next to me. This is just an example,
Use John Doe.
everybody.
Use John Doe.
Okay,
Use
yeah.
John Doe. Use John Doe.
we just gonna clip that part.
We want people to don't pay attention to 106 in sport.
Let me use John Doe.
October
Okay, use John
15th.
Doe.
If
Yeah.
John Doe has a certain profession,
Correct.
and there is a possibility that John Doe is going to run into Jim Doe because they're in the same world, then yes, I feel like that is something that you need to vocalize and you need to be honest about, because you never want your person to walk into a room and everyone's in on the joke except for that person,
For
right?
sure.
You about to interview your man's ex-one. He popped down. You didn't know.
And he laughing.
He laughing.
He got an ace of spade tuck.
What? No. She laughing. She's smiling, all giggly, hugging
that's
you.
what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna cross paths, if there's a possibility for you
she
to
said,
cross
"Don't hug
paths
me."
with someone, then yes, I think that should be vocalized.
Yeah.
But if it's like you're a hometown, crush, and they're never gonna cross, like, he don't need to know that.
See,
that's none of your business.
the only
Some
reason
things you
why
gotta
I
keep
hate-
close to the chest.
But if that's your man, y'all together, y'all building like real life at our ages that we're doing, you got to take him back to your hometown at some point. So I think it's certain people,
There
certain
you go.
places, certain times, right? So
Yeah.
not everybody may be a bit insane, but if you know, okay, babe, look, we going back to my homecoming.
You're going hometown, but you're not
I
going
don't-
on the block. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta
you
go
know,
see
but-
you might go see mama house, but you're not.
Certain places, certain times. So if you taking your person you love to wherever, I think it's just a conversation of like, in this part of my life, here was a person that may have been important because especially if you could run into them because you're in these places all the time. He's not.
I will say this. I recently went to somebody that I'm like getting to know's hometown, and he didn't point out and give me names, nothing like that. He basically said like, we're walking into this party. There are going to be some people there that I dated in high school, whatever.
So now you looking.
It wasn't like, is this person, this is her name, this is, it was
Right.
just like, you'll be on your P's and Q's.
She hugging you
Like,
too long.
whatever.
She hugging you too
I don't
long.
feel like you gotta
You done
divulge
turned into an owl.
everything.
Who?
Like
Who?
sometimes, as a woman, I think you gotta keep some
Who?
secrets and some things to yourself. Like your person doesn't have to know about everything you did before. All you know is I'm with you now. Like that should be enough.
I think everything is like not realistic. You can't know every single thing.
Yeah, I agree. with that.
But certain things, like if
For
I'm
sure.
walking in that party, we ain't gotta do like an Instagram run through, but like we need to have a conversation of like, okay, do you still speak to these people? Is this woman gonna walk up to me and like
Yes, if
have
you're- if
friendly
you're gonna be in
conversation with me? Like
proximity-
what's happening?
Yeah, if you're gonna be in proximity,
Y'all
whether
moving
it's
the
a
goalposts.
one-off, whether it's
Well,
you know,
y'all giving
How?
too
How?
much. Like
Let's hear you,
one-offs.
Cam. Let's hear you, Cam.
One-offs.
you don't need to know
Like,
every
how
person.
are y'all still talking? The simple question is, I just want to know your list. I don't care
That's
to
crazy.
what.
No.
One off still though. You still smash my shorty. I would
Does
want to know.
it count?
If
it
you
does
One
count.
off or 10 off,
Yeah.
it still counts.
still
Yes,
off.
it all
It's
counts.
still
If you were
off.
in Turks
You
and
got
Caicos
them.
and had a one night stand
Hello.
with somebody,
You're not adding that.
You're not telling your
You're not
girl like,
adding
yo,
no-
I was in
yeah.
Turks and Caicos 10 years ago with my boys and I hit so and
That's
like,
why
that's
you
none
lead.
of her business.
Okay, that's why you lead with everything so you don't mess up a vibe because you're trying to explain, hey, before we go in here, there's a chance that DJ, like, no.
Don't say
Sometimes you
It's-
can give up too much information, Cam.
No.
Sometimes there
Well,
is
that's
a thing
not-
that's too much
And
information.
this is the thing that we all have to understand. What works for me may not work for you.
That's fact.
Cinderella's shoe was fit for Cinderella. My name is Cam Newton. I can't put on Cinderella's shoe.
We know that's right.
So that's cool. So I'm like, yo, we get into this. That'll never be me. And I love going on them comments and hitting your profile and realizing, like, baby, you were never meant for me.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Damn.
In what way?
Oh boy,
Damn.
you have more posts than followers. There's nothing that we can relate to.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
I appreciate your insight. I needed that impression.
So this show is more than sports,
but then-
obviously.
wait,
But-
hold on.
but
Before you
going back to
transition,
that-
before you transition,
Going
go
back
ahead.
to your Turks and Caicos comment, right?
Yeah.
Like, all right, he don't need to know about the Turk. Look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm married right now. My husband wanted to know if I ever had a one night stand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Say for instance that night in Turks and Caicos.
Right.
Yeah, babe. One night I did go. You know, me and my cousins went to certain Caicos, and I smashed the nigga who was
But
buying
did
a
you
drink.
pull up
You know
that
what I mean?
man's IG profile, phone number, give him
See,
here's
that's-
the
I
face
think
card?
this is
Like,
the
no,
thing.
you gotta keep something.
Let
I
me
agree
say
with
this.
you on
A
that.
lot of
Under the
times,
table.
it's not even about what it is more so than are you willing to tell me?
Yeah.
Because now it's a
agree.
deeper rooted issue. If you're going to go to hell with this information, what else are you willing to keep, or what do you get to decide
Yeah.
what's worth telling me or not? If I'm asking you what I deem is extremely surface level and extremely innocent, because I'm not judging, I'm happy, baby.
Right.
I'm not going nowhere. I already know before me there was somebody or somebodies. Let's talk about it. I believe in a relationship there should not be anything that's off limits. That's just me. Like, so much so that it's like, yo, nah, I ain't gonna go there. But it's certain things that I think like you can't really truly be in love with a person if you don't really truly know a person. And that's me. And like I said, Cinderella's shoe is for Cinderella. It's not mine. Cam's shoe is not built for Cinderella. I look at a lot of these things where it's like, yo, she gonna tell me, hey babe, I had some money right here. Hey babe, I'm seeing a transaction on my card. Hey babe, man, I'm looking for it. Tell me where it was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a significant thing. You don't think there's a difference between significant
You don't get
and
to judge. You don't get to judge that.
Did you give her your list?
I was about to
Did
say,
you give
yeah.
your
Absolutely.
significant-
names,
Okay.
addresses, faces, all that?
See, you're thinking about the initial question, but not the reasoning behind the question. If you're willing to go over and beyond and say, hey, I did this, I did that, I did that, I did that. I'm not gonna say how many times. That's like, what are we talking about?
yeah.
We just
I just
wanna
really
know.
want to know if you're willing to open up and answer the question, because like I said, it's a deeper rooted issue that, hey, we in some real stuff. Tell me what you did. Somebody told me that they seen this or my mama said that you responded like this. That's not to say that my mom is not is lying, but you can stretch your truth or your vantage point about a certain situation. Tell me what happened.
So let's go back. How did this show come together now? Let's break down this show right now.
Please.
Let's break down this show.
For 106 in sports though, because she ain't gonna let him.
Now we could have done this for another 20 minutes. You can call us while we were waiting.
I love this.
This is more than just sports. So how did y'all get together to do this show?
It kind of just happened. I mean, I don't know. Our experiences were a little bit different, or maybe it was the same. So I was in the middle of the NBA playoffs. So I also worked for CBS Sports, and I got a call that they were doing castings and kind of test shoots, pairings in LA. Last minute, can you fly to LA? Kind of can't. I'm in the middle of the playoffs, like big deal, can't move. Cam and I did ours virtually. He was actually in LA and met with a whole list of people from so many guys that we know and women that we know that doing their things in individual industries. And Cam and I, even virtually, just had a chemistry that was just drastically different than what he had with anyone when he was in LA. And obviously he can speak to that more. And it just kind of snowballed from there. And the whole process was he announced at the BET Awards. And then it was just kind of like a waiting game until this point. And now we're in the 11th hour. We're really excited. But your situation in LA obviously was different than mine virtually.
It was a process. And it was something that I was new to because typically is we want you for this.
Right.
Going about business now in this phase of my life is something that I will always remember, and everything that you do is earned. Nobody, this entitled mentality of like, man, I'm Cam Newton, first pick, Heisman Trophy winner, like MVP, like, man, nobody care nothing about that now. It's like how you can position yourself, and are you qualified to have this? Are you talented enough to have this? Can you far exceed just football and tap into the unknown of the culture? Hey, can you talk politics if you had the opportunity to? Hey, can you talk about home goods? Can you talk about fashion? Can you talk about lifestyle things? And when you start to really dive into, hey, this is something that I really want to do and take serious, you have to go out on a limb and take sacrifices, right? So, I had to prove, went to LA. Ashley obviously was one of the first persons.
You were my first.
Yeah. But
that sounds crazy. We taking that clip. We taking that clip. We're gonna see how y'all
first
deal with it.
audition of the day.
Too late. We're taking that clip. Go ahead.
Yeah. And
he said, "Yup."
We had that as something where, okay, that was a good icebreaker. It was probably 15, 20 minutes, and that's when my day kind of started. I think a question was posed to me and often asked, like, what's my superpower? And some would say probably football. But I think really for me, I've never met a stranger. Like, I really genuinely like talking and really hearing people out. I went to school, studied sociology, so I took a lot of psychology classes as well and didn't really know how much of a nerd that I really was. And doing it my way. It wasn't that no, bro, I'm from Atlanta, twin, you feel like, it's like, I can really, learn a thing or two, and that has helped me in places and positions. So when you see me on Funky Friday, 4th One now, with, Ashley and 106 in Sports, this will bring out a different element of what we're used to seeing Cam Newton as.
So you guys are going to be discussing everything, not just sports, not just the games, but also everything to do with it. It's like, for instance, Russell Wilson, right? Conversation not only about him playing for the Giants and the Giants stinking it up, but also Giants are my team, by the way. Also, the conversation that said he was a simp and that he loves his he loves his wife too much. So we'll get your feedback. So break it down.
I mean, what's wrong with loving your wife too much?
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Like,
I don't see nothing wrong.
You know what I mean? I think Russell Wilson, and we were kind of talking about this yesterday when we were talking about the black quarterback when we were at dinner with our CEO, and I think that Russell Wilson's an easy target because people perceive his proximity to blackness not acceptable, right? He's kind of like a Carlton Banks on The Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Damn, I wouldn't call it Bankson, but go ahead.
He's a little Carlton Banks in a sense, you
Yeah.
know? And I don't think there's anything wrong with him loving his wife and being loud and proud about that. He has a beautiful family.
Yes.
He's extremely skilled. And if that is not for you, it's not for you. But I don't think there's anything corny about loving someone and being loud about that. And if you're somebody who wants to love more privately, that's cool. But I feel like Russell Wilson doesn't give people enough in his personal life to attack him. So you got to attack something so superficial that he's not cool enough. That he don't got swag.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, did he go to school in Wisconsin? Or where did he go to school?
What you
Wisconsin?
think?
Hold up.
Ain't nothing. There's no swag in Wisconsin.
No, but he also went to school at North Carolina State too.
All right. Well, I mean,
So
what you think, Cam?
Yeah, what you think?
yeah, y'all trying to get that clip. Now, I seen him
just
zoom
asking.
in
Cam,
real close with
Cam.
me.
Cam, you know there's nothing wrong with Russell Wilson.
I ain't sleeping with him.
Exactly.
So if the person that it really matters to, if it suits her, then
I mean, they keep popping out those babies, so clearly
they're doing something.
But you said he also went to North Carolina State. So you're saying
He was around some swag.
He went to North Carolina State. She said, didn't he go to school in Wisconsin?
Where there's no swag.
I rebutted that you know of. You ain't been to Wisconsin to see some swag or to observe the swag.
Okay.
So I just rebutted and said he also went to school in North
But I
Carolina
don't think
State.
schools
Not
can
to
change
insinuate.
necessarily your character if it's not in you, it's not in you. And I think we'd have more of an issue with Russell Wilson if he tried to present a version of himself that was just unauthentic to who he actually, like Russell Wilson. Now, granted, from a football aspect, only his teammates and former teammates can speak about that, and they have been very vocal about him in the locker room and stuff like that. I obviously can't speak to that, but from a personal standpoint, I think he's very authentically himself. And I think if he tried to come out there and he was like, when he first got with Sierra and he was dressed in a lot swagger, people were like, yo, who does this guy think he is?
Right.
When he pulls back and he's more like, I'm just gonna be me, I'm gonna be Russell, I'm gonna be a dad, I'm gonna be a husband. Now it's like, oh, you corny. You can't have it both ways. You can't play both sides.
Should he retire?
For sure.
Dang.
I think it's it for him.
I only think this is a story, respectfully, and I say this holding down the shift button as I'm typing it out. The reason why people make this a story about is Russell Wilson cool enough is because who Sierra was with prior to Russell Wilson. If Sierra was with, this is my honest opinion, and I'm entitled to it, and everybody can do whatever they want, but if she was with anybody else and given the optics of, hey, she moved on from him to go here, it's like, oh, that don't match.
I agree with you.
And with that, now it gives people this narrative comparing the two. And if it works for them, whoop-dee-doo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But don't you think there's something to be said about her changing her type per se?
Right.
And now look at her life. Sometimes you got to go against
if
what
she
you've
ain't,
always known
if she
to
ain't
get a
filed
different
for
result.
divorce, if she has spoke highly of her man, if they still stayed together, stuck it out, congratulations. You made it another day.
Now, do you think he should retire?
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you why.
Why? His first couple of games weren't that bad as a
They
Giant.
weren't
They
that great
weren't
either,
winning,
though.
though.
Touche.
I think the discussion point now is he a Hall of Famer? I think Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer.
Me too.
Why? Is because if you let people who is projected to get in the Hall of Fame in, his numbers are comparable to them. One being Eli Manning. Then that brings up the discussion. Somebody would say Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls. Russell Wilson only won 1. I said, okay, cool. Well, if we're giving that optic, where Steve Young is in the Hall of Fame. As a starting quarterback, he's only won 1 Super Bowl. So that merit alone says, all right,
he should be in the Hall of Fame.
he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Quarterbacks who haven't won any Super Bowls in the Hall of Fame.
Hello.
So,
Dan Marino.
right.
But Dan Marino put up, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And I think that's what we do oftentimes in sports. It's almost like the beauty thing. Beauty is in the eye of the
Behold, of course.
favorites with athletes is in the eye of the beholder. It's the same thing. It's like if we're covering sports, and that's why we love sports so much and these type of topics and viewpoints is what we plan on bringing to, the screen for 106 in Sports as well.
We got to dive into politics.
No.
Okay, good. This is personal. This is personal for me. What do y'all feel about the Ravens right now?
Why?
What do y'all see?
Why? Dun, 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 dun. Why? It's
Yes,
like,
man.
golly. I'm looking at the games and like, why are y'all losing?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's,
It doesn't, but I still do think that they're going to make it to the playoffs.
Thank you.
It's not because I'm a fan of the Ravens more so than I believe in Lamar Jackson.
yeah, I agree
Yes.
with
Like
that.
Lamar Jackson is another person similar to what I was saying about Travis Hunter. Yeah, does he have any Super Bowls? No. But does he have MVPs? Yes. And I think he is the best quarterback during this span, including Patrick Mahomes, because what Lamar Jackson does is different than what Patrick Mahomes do. Is he is the visual for people that give them hope. Like Michael Vick was to me. I didn't think I could ever play quarterback until I seen somebody look like me, play like me, and relate, or I could relate to while they were playing. I've seen Lamar Jackson. I've witnessed his greatness when he goes back to South Florida. No domestic charges, no DUI. We don't even know who he dating. We don't know what is going on. The main thing has always been the main thing. I respect that people critique him on his football prowess and not other things, because being in the league as long as he has, being in the spotlight as long as he has zero blemishes.
Yeah.
And I'm knocking on wood saying that because that's what I look at. I know it's hard. It's easy to get in trouble. It's hard to get out of it.
Yeah.
And we don't highlight that enough.
Absolutely.
Where, bro, like, Russell Wilson's the same thing. Like, we ain't never heard of Russell Wilson slapping Sierra. Like, what, that would have been like a character defamation for the rest of his life.
Right.
But we're talking about opinions that we don't hang our hat on enough in regards, especially the narrative of the black athlete.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Now, Shador, we got to go to Sanders. I know you guys got to go. The Sanders family. You mentioned Sanders earlier today. What's your thoughts on Shador? What's your thoughts on Deion?
I told it. I've been open about. I don't think Cleveland wants him to succeed.
Yeah,
You
that's
said it was a business decision.
It's definitely like, why would I cut just seen her. Why would I cut DJ Envy if he's leading in business? Like that T-shirt or that chain that you got on, it's doing numbers from a business standpoint. It's
Correct.
like, why would I cut that?
Yeah.
He's good for business. Now, granted, people always look at the entertainment of the NFL, not realizing like, yo, Jerry Jones is a dominant businessman, and this is a sport to him. How can we get money? Like when the Dallas Cowboys, he's mind tricked everybody to think that when the Dallas Cowboys are good, it's good for football. No, it's not. It's good for your pockets.
But the fact that Shador isn't playing, the Browns can't get any lower than they already are, right? They're a very disgruntled franchise as a whole, historically, right? I would understand the business aspect of it if he were playing, but he's not seeing the field, so I don't see what the return on your investment is for a quarterback that doesn't suit up. He's not even getting garbage time minutes.
Damn.
He's not seeing the fields at all. So I can understand, with the analogy you use about Envy, if even in the fourth quarter and the Browns are either losing or they're up, which is rarely ever the case, but if they're losing.
If you look at the games, they've been in the games.
But what I'm saying is like he's not getting any field time. So it's not like you even
This
reaping the
ain't high
benefits of his
school.
superstardom of Shador Sanders and the Sanders name if he's not even seeing the field.
Okay, I'll put it like this. In simplistic form, you get garbage time when there's garbage opportunities.
Down by 40 or up by 40.
Unfortunately, your Ravens last week.
All right, you can relax.
Damn.
That was last question.
Yeah.
Just
That was cold.
for that optic, when you're like 35-3, that's garbage time.
Yeah.
Cleveland has been in pretty much every single game that they've played. So it's hard to be like, yo, we trying to win, Envy.
Yeah.
You're expecting to win. It's surprising that they have been in games. We're not used to seeing that. And it's like when you have a guy, as dominant as their defensive end, their defense as a whole, and they are capable. Myles Garrett, I'm thinking of his name, Myles Garrett, and we don't have an offense that's generating offense.
Yeah.
And that's the frustrating thing. My reasoning for saying, hey, I don't think they want him to succeed is because look at the situations that they put him in. It was only the first preseason game that I felt like it was an adequate time for you to judge to see if he's capable. The other one, it was just like, bro, them guys ain't even going to be in. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know.
You did say, though, when the situation happened that he was going to have an uphill battle for two reasons. One is last name, but also because of where he was drafted.
For sure.
And if you take the last name out of the picture, it was already going to be an uphill battle. You add the last name, you add Deion Sanders, you add everything from Colorado, and it's just adding to the already uphill battle that any fifth-round pick has.
Yeah. And he has a quarterback that was drafted in the same year. So that's, you got Dylan Gabriel, who's from the optics, they want him to succeed. They put him in position to succeed. I can't say the same as much, for Shador.
I know you got to go. I know you have a question.
Yeah, one question. So first, congratulations on your deal with ESPN. First take.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I know when everything happened with Shannon Sharpe and your deal was announced, people made it seem like you were like the replacement because he was going to no longer be there. And I know he's a mentor to you. How has just navigating that dynamic or even that conversation been for you? Because even when you spoke about it, you made sure that you were like, you were very thoughtful of how you spoke on both sides of it. Like you were fair to her and fair to him.
Yeah. Who is her?
The alleged victim.
Oh, yeah. Like I speak about my personal relationships with individuals, not to condone or, support wrongness. That's not the case. If somebody feels that God blessed me with an opportunity off of somebody else, well, whoop-dee-doo. Now, I know Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe has helped me in my career immensely. You can't have me talk bad on that person because I look up to him in a way and I judge my content off of some of the things that he does.
Right.
I can call Shannon Sharpe right now. I can reach out to Ocho right now. You can't make me hate Nightcap, no any different than Club Shay Shay. You can't make me hate It Is What It Is, nor can make me hate The Pivot. You can't make me hate any other platform that I see anybody that has my complexion. Because I think what we get guided with is this is not competition in content. It's just my next collaboration. It's not, I ain't competing with you, bro. First take, Stephen A. Smith calls me. He's like, hey, man, I'm going to give you two options. Which one you want to do? You can either do this or you could do that. Now, and I said, no, Stephen A., like, tell me what you want. No, do. It was that. It's like, hey, man, like, how can I be better? Give me my month review. Hey, man, you got to get to your points faster. This is live TV. People are watching and expecting you to get to your point. Now, it's not no 4th and 1 type of tone where you can build up the story. It's like, no, bro. Because I need innuendos, I need cues, and you guys have been working together where like, okay, she's about to wrap it up, or he's about to kind of bring it to a close. We're trying to study each other, but we also need to have the ratings and the reviews to be entertaining. Right. So it's unfortunate what Shannon Sharpe went through, but for me, I respect him with the media empire that he's creating and have created or creating. He's extremely brilliant. And when it comes to Stephen A. Smith, he's a person that is a machine. A machine. And we had our discussion about him yesterday, and I think he's been very intentional about how people view him.
Stephen A.
It's extremely intentional. It's like, yo, he moved you. And I've been saying this on this press run. It's like, I want to move people emotionally. Like when people look at this thing, like I want them to, why is he talking again? Y'all keep putting the mic in front of his face. Why, like, next? I moved you. You gave me that comment.
That's right.
Checkmate. Oh, man, that's my boy Cam, bro. Where I get one of them hats at? Hey, where you get the swag from? I moved you.
That's right.
Checkmate. So when you start looking at what you're doing holistically as a business and not just a hobby, that's when you're going to start seeing the greatness in people. So shout out to Shannon Sharp, praying for, that situation to be resolved from what we know it has been. Nobody was hurt. And, we go from there.
I can't wait to see how BET edits y'all.
Yeah,
Man,
We're not y'all.
Wow.
I can't see. Don't say why.
Is it
Don't rope me in.
it's the first ever countdown show, so did they develop a new format for y'all? It's not live. Is it live?
In front of a live audience.
Live audience, okay. But how do they package? Because there's
They're
a
going
lot
to be
of
rapping Cam up like crazy.
Yeah,
See how
y'all
they rapping
have
him
a
up?
lot of
They
good
gonna be
back and
rapping him
forth.
up
I
crazy.
gotta rope him in.
You got to rope him in crazy.
But I
him in.
really love the casting for it. I love Cam and I love you with Cam.
You see what they
too.
did?
I love that. Yeah. They needed somebody that was time enough for your ass and your mouth who can counter. Yeah. And I love that. You was supposed to send me a hat 2 years ago and I didn't.
never sent me your hat size, and I know it's tough with all the designs and the different, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
what you gonna go with today?
All right.
Well, check it out. October 15th. They wrapping him up now. October 15th. Ashley Nicole, Cam Newton, host of BET's new show, 106 in Sports. Check it out.
Yep.
And you guys can come up anytime when you have more time.
Hell
My
yeah.
first take is y'all gonna be at the Norfolk Dell State game too, at the Eagle Stadium. You gonna be there, Cam? No, you're not coming.
Pay attention to see if you see me or not.
Oh, I'll be there.
about that?
I'm gonna be there.
Give me that view.
That view, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's Ashley Nicole, Cam Newton. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hold up. Every day I wake up. Wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?